Hi guys. Now I guess the audio and video both would be coming fine. Ujjwal, do you is the issue resolved now from your side? Cool. So we'll start. We are right on time. So good morning for us and for you. Good evening, guys. Welcome to the second webinar of ISA. And you might see some new faces over here. And so I'll let everyone introduce themselves first. Then we can start off with the webinar.
Hi, I'm Anshuman.
So Anshuman is my roommate as well as the sports officer in ISA, and as you might see, he's still a bit sleepy from the last night's activities. So, and then next we have
Hi, I'm Philbert. Yeah, and I'm also the sports officer.
and the back there you might see a guy with a lot of muscles and everything.
Hi, my name is Pranav and I am the General Secretary at ISA.
Gauri.
Next.
Hi everybody, my name is Gauri and I am the Career Advising Officer of ISA.
Hey everyone, I'm Keshav and I'm Joint Secretary in ISA.
Yeah, the cool and funky guy.
Hello everyone, my name is Sarvesh and I'm Sports Secretary in ISA.
Hello everybody, I am Vikrant. I am Media Officer.
Okay, so our main topics for discussion today is the pickups and the ISA buddy program. So I just wanted to discuss about both the things because we have been getting a lot of queries regarding how the process would go and what all goes into the buddy program or how the pickups would work. So I'll start with the pickups and the process for that, and then we can cover up the buddy programs. And once I'm done, and then you guys can throw in your questions just like last time, and then we can try and answer all the questions as much as possible. Okay, so would anyone like to start the buddy program first? Gauri?
Yeah.
So Gauri is our career team member, and she is the one with along with two other members who handles the buddy program as to who gets assigned to whom, and who would be the mentors, who would be the perfect to mentor some other mentees, and how many mentees should a mentor get and everything. So she can explain you a bit about the buddy program.
So guys, I know you all must be having a lot of questions regarding your coursework, whether it be ITM, BA, computer engineering, and so on. So now all of us can't answer all the questions. So we had set up a form for the students over here who would sign up as a mentor to the students who are incoming. So what we do is that whenever you guys sign up a mentee form, based on your major, we assign you a mentor. So that particular person is responsible for answering or has volunteered to answer all the questions that you have in about your coursework. Which subjects to take, which professor teaches it better, what coursework you should pave it to be. You have many electives over here. So then which electives are the best for you and so on. And this will help you to come in a very different and new environment and feel at home, or rather not be so confused. So your mentee forms that you have signed up will help you get assigned a mentor, and that person will help you and guide you throughout your course.
Yeah, and one request from my side. We are getting complaints from the mentor that their mentees are not contacting with them. If you have got your mentor assigned, please feel free to contact them. They have assigned it for it.
At least send a hi message or your introduction or something so that they are in touch with you and they know that you are their mentee.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine to contact them.
At least acknowledge that you are you are happy that that person is your mentor.
Yes.
And remember, one mentor might have more than one mentee, so you are not the only person assigned to them. And remember guys, these mentors are going to be the get-tos whenever you have any questions. So better keep them in the loop of everything so that they can help you better.
And I mean, like the general queries and everything, we are always there in all the WhatsApp groups and all the Facebook groups to solve your queries. But for the mentor specific task is to help you guys out with the specific doubts regarding the coursework, regarding how to pursue your career if you are planning to over here. So, I mean, mentors have already gone by at least for 1 year from the phase that you are about to pass. So they are used to this environment. They are used to how the system works.
Yes, and they are living here since like 1 year and they know each and everything. Like you'll have many small questions like which kind of utensils to bring and many other questions. So they'll be the best person to tell you and they'll happy to do that.
And such general questions, even we can answer. But then the more important questions are about your career. So better keep them in the loop, as I said before, and let them know that you're equally interested in your masters and in coming over here.
Yeah.
And once you form a good rapport with your mentor, and even once you come over here, they would be happy to guide you as to it's not always the career path that they might be able to help, but they might also be able to help you as to how to manage things over here along with the subjects, because it's not only the studies that you might be doing over here once you land. As you might see that once you land over here, you have multiple tasks to do. You will be looking for on-campus jobs. You will be looking for internships starting for second or third month of your semester, and after that, once the internships I mean, the internship fight gets intense. It's a tough call to dedicate how much time to what things. So it's always the mentor is the perfect person to go, whom you should ask all these questions up right now, so that you're mentally prepared as to what you are going to face over here. And apart from that, a career team, I'm sorry, a career team takes a lot of care in choosing the mentees
Yes.
for the mentors. I mean, so like it's not only the coursework. For like ITM, we have around five different six tracks, right? So they even see as to which track you might be interested in, and then they decide that that particular mentor should be from that track so that they might be able to help you out perfectly. So that's how they choose, and it's a lot of work that goes into it. So at least acknowledge the fact that the mentor has been assigned to you. Tell them that you'll get in touch with them as and when you have some query, because we, as Anshuman said, that we have received some concerns from the mentors that mentees are not responding or not asking questions. And remember, there are also some people who are working full time, who have been assigned to you as mentors. So it's like they are dedicating this time specifically for you guys. So just acknowledge the fact that they are helping you out, and then we can go ahead from there.
And guys, remember one thing. This is something from the inside. When you come over here, the key to everything is networking. And your mentors are a very good opening door for you to get into the, big spider web of networking over here. Almost all of your mentors are people who are doing their internships. So even through, not only are they a good source of networking for UTD and for amongst the students of UTD amongst us, but they are also a very good source of networking into the outside world. So remember, if you start building a rapport, if you show equal amount of interest in your career, in your coursework, they are a very good source of, maybe if he's my mentor. So he becomes a very good source for me to connect with his office or connect with the professors in his department, probably. Or maybe he's a very good source of network to network among students who might know other people. It's like he knows him, he knows him, he knows him, something like that. So then this is a very good opportunity for you because they're assigned to you. It's not only also like it's a task for you to go and find a person to talk to. It is already ready made and it's assigned to you. That person is assigned to you. So it becomes a very good source of networking.
Yes, for
Yeah,
the
and also one more thing, like before you all are going to talk to your mentors, don't be very direct initially.
Yeah, be
Like,
little polite.
yeah, be a little polite, and yeah, they are your mentors. So begin with the basic questions first. Don't like, yeah, they are good to network and stuff, and you can really ask them questions regarding your internships. But first, be clear with the basics and build a bond with them so that, like, in the long run, it would be really beneficial to you. So make sure about that.
Yes. And for the pickup, as of now, you just have to fill the form, and rest will
Pickup will
be.
start
Okay, bro.
just after the buddy program
Okay,
start.
okay.
And one thing more about the mentors, guys, when you email your mentors, make sure you tell all your backgrounds so that they'll have a picture in mind what you are, from where you're coming, and how much work experience you have, so that they'll be a bit more specific about the answers. And there's a success story. This guy was my mentor, so thanks to you, bro.
Yeah, the big tall guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's all about the mentors, and spread the word about the buddy program. I want to I want to say that because I've been receiving mails that I want someone as some point of contact at UTD who might be able to resolve my doubts or something like that. So I've been seeing that kind of queries and mails a lot. So spread the word about the buddy program. The forms are still open. The mentees can still sign up, and we still do have mentors from all the majors
All the
who are
majors.
ready to help, and they have not been assigned as many mentees as of now because we have fewer entries. So so always, we'll start with the questions later on. Atul, if you can just wait. Everyone, please wait. We'll start with the questions once we are done with our part, and then we can get answer your questions, everything. So that's all. Anything else we might like to cover about the buddy program?
Uh,
I think.
that should be all.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are open to questions also. And see, guys, we are all there to help you. When he's asking you to fill up the mentee forms, it is just for your own good. Okay, it is not getting us any brownie points, but it is that we have, as of now, we have more mentors than mentees. So there are so many people who want to help you guys, and because we got that help when we came here, we got that help, and we know how useful it is. Trust me, whatever we are saying is from the bottom of our hearts. So please fill up, tell your friends to fill up the mentee forms, and we are always there to help you. Are we going to take questions right now?
No,
Wait.
after the.
Oh,
Okay, so the buddy program is done, and I would start with the pickups. So how the pickup works? So every one of you might have already filled the pickup request and the accommodation request form. Okay, through one way or the other, they might have gone directly to the link of our pickup form, or they have been redirected from the website of ours or the Big Howdy website. So the link is same. Don't worry about that. And if you have, you won't receive a mail for the once you send the once you fill the form, but 1 week or 2 week before your takeoff, you'll receive a mail with all the details as to who might you contact in case of emergency. So how this would work is like, we'll see how what the list is. Will So before you even come, we have the whole list as to who is coming when, and when we have the bulk pickups. Or I mean, there are days in which you people will come in like hundreds or 150 together in one day.
on the
So
same flight.
Same
yeah,
flight.
yeah. And from university to airport, it's like around at least 45 minutes drive on a freeway. So it's like around how many miles?
27.
27 miles to be precise, from our university or from the place where we would be giving you the accommodation, or where you will find the accommodation. So it's like a long drive, and it's not always possible that we give individual pickup to everyone. Yeah, there might be cases when a person is coming, and his flight is landing at a time when no one else is landing. So he or she might get the individual pickup, but that won't be the case always. So when once you land, we know that you are coming after 20 to 22 hours of flight. So you might be tired, but you might have to wait. So you'll have to wait an hour or two before we start bringing you to the location of where you will be getting the accommodation, or where you have the accommodation. So be prepared for that. Also, keep in mind that whenever you land on a particular airport, connect to the Wi-Fi, because that's the way we'll be getting in touch with you all through the WhatsApp, through your WhatsApp numbers. Only that is the way that we can connect with you, because there might be some last minute delays in your flight. So we need to inform you. We'll be tracking your flights continuously, but we need to inform you that who might be able to come and pick you up, what time it would be when you come out, so as you can meet that particular person. And the particular volunteer who's coming to pick you up might also have your WhatsApp number, and they will get in touch with you saying that I am over here, you should come out from this gate. And that, if you go through the ISA orientation that you might have found in the links on your e-learning, you'll notice we have posted some of the photos as to where you might be able to go at terminals, at different terminals where the international flights land. So those are the hotspots where we will find you, and we'll our volunteers will always be there when during the daytime, whenever the bulk pickups are there. So don't worry about it. Just connect to the Wi-Fi and get in touch with the contacts who we share in your mail that you receive a week or two before the actual flying date of yours. So that's how the process works. So once you fill the pickup request form, we get the request. We Vikrant or someone else from the eMedia team might send you the mail asking for all the other details, like the if there is no particular itinerary uploaded in a good way, or and yeah, I've been getting this question. So itinerary is just a PDF file of your ticket. So it's something, yeah, it's the confirmation mail of all the flight details as to starting from the India till you land at DFW or Dallas Love Field, whichever airport. It's the whole thing where you land, and it contains all the details so as we can keep a track of it.
Even the stay over airport is mentioned.
Right.
Yeah. And then keep checking your email so that once we receive your entries, we'll be validating them against whether you have entered it correctly or not. And if not, we'll be contacting you so that you will be giving us the correct values for them, so that it will be easier for us to identify you, and then it will be easy to pick you up. So
yeah, and once that is done, once the eMedia team has all your details, you're good to go.
Yeah.
And then
we'll be also sending you the confirmation email with all your details, so that you will be having and that confirmation email will be having the contact person's numbers, and also that you can contact them once you receive reach the airport.
One thing more, guys, make sure when you land, connect to the Wi-Fi.
Right.
A lot of students don't do this, and then there's a problem, because how will they connect in the WhatsApp group and get all the details?
Right.
So it's must connect to the Wi-Fi and check your details on WhatsApp,
And
because we
contact
upload
you.
them just before your flight lands.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, give us some time so that we can process it, and you'll be having the confirmation email with you before you fly.
So it's like it is a good medium for me us also to connect with you, because when you land, and suppose we have the volunteers at the airport have a list of say 5 students who are coming by that flight, and they're able to get hold of only 4 of them. The 5th one they are not able to locate or contact. Then it becomes a problem because they cannot leave that 5th person, and they have to make the other 4 also wait with them.
That's good.
So then, if you connect to the Wi-Fi, we are able to contact each and every one of you. If you're not present, as you said, the hotspot where we will be collecting you. So if you're not present there, at least we have a medium to contact you. So make sure you connect to the Wi-Fi.
Yes.
And as I would like to reiterate that you will have to wait once you land. So so please be aware that we know you have flight for around 20 to 22 hours, but then again it would have been the case that a lot of people are coming in, so you'll have to wait. So always respect every volunteer who is over there to pick you up, because by the time you land over here, it's going to be scorching hot. And as I said in the group yesterday as well, that at least don't carry so much of stuff in your hand that you will feel that while coming from the airport till the McCallum, as in to your accommodation, you'll be like, what's going on? Okay, so it's going to be scorching hot that days by the time when you start coming in. So be prepared for that.
Probably around 44 to 50 degrees Celsius.
So dress accordingly. Don't get all the winter wear stuff and think that it will be cold. Trust me, it will be very hot.
It'll be cold on your flights, yes.
Yeah, it will
But
be there.
then they, what do you say? Whatever the blanket you have, you can put it in your, cabin bag, cabin luggage. But don't wear something very heavy and come because it's really going to be very hot. And
Because you have to carry your two check-in bags and your cabin bags, so you have to be very comfortable with it.
And guys, remember one thing, the volunteers who come to the airport are sparing a very important part of their time and coming to get you from the airport. Many of us are already doing their internships, and by the time you come here, and even if they are here, to meet you at the drop off location to help you with your luggage. Remember, they might have directly come from their office, which is a very long day at work. So please be patient. We understand that you also have had a very long journey from India to here. But then please be patient because we are not only handling you, we are handling about 800 other students who are going to come. And be patient and be polite to the volunteers, whoever meet you at the airport or meet you here at the drop off locations, because it is actually a volunteer service. Okay, so everybody is doing this out of the goodness of their hearts. So please be kind to them, please be polite to them. Don't make any irrational demands because it's not just you that we have to cater to. There are many other students also. And it is going to be an everyday routine for us once the pickups start full fledged. So please understand that, and yeah, we are excited to have you here.
I would like to add one thing here. Please let us know if there is any change in your travel plans after you
Yeah.
have filled your form, because it's really important for us to know when are you traveling. In case you have postponed or preponed your trip, and if you are not coming, and our volunteer will be already there to pick you up. So please let us know, guys.
One more thing, guys. If you miss your flight at your layover, make sure you inform us that thing as well, because a volunteer might go in scorching heat, stand there for you, but you might have missed the flight. Even if you miss your flight at the layovers, a lot of people do that. They don't notify us. We go there, and the volunteers have to stand there for a couple of hours and then come back. So make sure if you miss your first try not to miss that flight. And if you miss, then please make sure you notify us. That's very critical
And
to us.
also make sure that y'all are connected on the Wi-Fi at each and every of the airports, and also are attentive of the communications that are happening on the groups. And don't rely on any of your friends. Like if you all, if there is a person who has no connection or there's no Wi-Fi for him, make sure that most of you all are connected and are attentive to all the messages, because it is important that you all inform us regarding your updates, and don't be dependent on someone else for that. Make sure that you all have made accommodations for yourselves.
And another scenario is it might happen, it rarely happens, but it might happen that one of your bags might not come on time with you. So once you reach the TFW airport, it might happen that one of your bags might be missing. So in that case, please don't panic. Contact the airport authorities. They'll ask you to fill out a form. So don't panic. You will be receiving your baggage if it is missing within a week or so. So if that happens, make sure that you fill the form correctly and mention any some friend's number who has a US number, so that they'll be contacting to that person once they receive your baggage. So please make sure of that.
Yeah, and guys, please understand there is importance of being connected to Wi-Fi, because sometimes it might happen that volunteer coming to pick you up might be stuck into traffic. So he might contact you and say to wait for some more minutes, so that you can meet him or her, and he can pick you up very easily. So please be connected to Wi-Fi and be attentive to WhatsApp communications.
And as Vikrant pointed out that mentors, I'm sorry, the luggage is, yeah, there are chances that the luggage might be missing because usually your flights will be connecting. So airlines sometimes send your baggages afterwards or they send it upfront. So it won't be the case with every one of you. We hope that it isn't, because we know how important your luggage is. But if in case it happens, go talk to the airlines. Normally don't panic at all, because it's very usual in the international flights that luggage goes missing. So just go to the airlines, talk to them. They'll ask you to fill out a form. They'll ask you an address where they can send it. So remember, the address you put in should be the one where you have the accommodation. So in case you are going to get your home after 4 or 5 days, that's okay, because the luggage will at least take a week before it comes. And if in case they tell you that yeah, the luggage might come in a day or two, you can always give the community's office address. So supposedly you are going to stay in McCallum Courts and you have booked your apartment in that, and you are going to get your apartment in 4 or 5 days after you land. And in case your luggage goes missing, give the address of McCallum Community's office.
Leasing office.
Yeah, leasing office. So leasing office is something which is open in the normal business hours when they deliver the baggages. So they can collect it for you. You can come over here and you can talk to the McCallum leasing office that yeah, my baggage was missing. So we have given your address and it might come to your place. So please collect it on our behalf, and we are going to be residents over here. So it's perfectly fine. And for the contact number, you can always give the number of your friends who are already over here and who already have a US number.
Regarding bags, I would like to add that you guys should put on name tags, proper name tags, so that they can be figured out later whose bag is this. It will all help you all to not lose your bags, and if in case you lose it and it comes later, we'll be able to identify whose is this.
Also, just to add to that, along with your names, if you all already know the address of where you all are going to be moving in, you all add that as well to the sticker on your bag, so that they are clear with the information if you lose the bag.
And I like to introduce one more member.
Yeah, we have two more
member.
members.
Yes.
I'll have to move the camera because we have a small place over here.
Yes.
Yeah, so the rightmost girl you see is Pallavi. Yeah, she is still sleepy. And this guy is Janish. Would you like to introduce her?
Yeah.
So Janish is Janish works with
Career team.
career team along with Gauri and Momita. So we Momita was busy, but yeah. So we have two members from career team in case you guys have questions for the buddy program. So okay, so we'll now open the floor to the questions. But remember, guys, not like the last time, because we had a lot of questions last time which were left unanswered. I think, but because of the shortage of time, so wait for one question to be answered, then start asking another question. Please do that so that we can cater to all the questions that are asked right now, so that people who are not able to attend the webinar, and when they listen to the webinar at a later stage, they might be able to hear everything properly, and they feel that their doubts are cleared as well. So we'll open to the questions now, and like that everyone just pitch into the questions. Okay, so please send the link for the Menti forms. Okay, yeah, so Menti forms link, you might be, if you are part of a Facebook ISA official Facebook group, or the ISA page on Facebook, you'll be able to find it over there. We have also shared it in the official WhatsApp groups that we have, the 1, 2, and the third that we made yesterday. So all these links are shared over there, but we'll, after this webinar, we'll again share the link for the Menti forms, for the pickup forms, everything again, so that if you are not added in those particular groups, you are able to get these links.
And yes, you will be sent a mail whenever you have been assigned a mentor, with the mentor copied in the mail.
Yes.
So
Can I get?
DRX is asking.
so we have a question. Can I get a mentor who is into startup ecosystem, like planning to do a startup or doing it? That's a difficult thing to look for. But we can try if we know someone just out of our mind that who is any alumni who is particularly involved in a startup or something. We can definitely try and get in touch with them. But then again, it's not necessary that that particular person is from your own major. So our main aim, I guess Gauri and Janice's main aim is always to see, to assign a mentor who is from your major, so that all your educational queries are answered first. Because see, the career professional stage comes later on, at least after 2 semesters. It's necessary for you to do 2 long semesters over here before you even start your professional career as an intern. So our main goal is that all the academic related queries are answered first, and that's the reason we focus on assigning the mentors who are in the same major. So this kind of request, I will definitely look into it. You can mail the ISA career website, sorry, the Gmail ID, We can definitely look into it, but we won't promise you on anything.
Yeah, and this can be even taken care of after you get here through your networking. You will have a lot of opportunities to do that. So basically, focus on the basics first.
And your
Like,
mentors.
yeah, and basic all the simple queries, the basic things, and the information that you require. This can be dealt with later.
So, you guys asking how do we know when we are assigned a mentor? So, you'll receive a mail from the ISA career mail ID saying that this is the mentor who has been assigned to you, and then the mentor would be copied in the mail as well.
Yeah, it will be on the email ID that you have provided in your form.
Yeah,
And guys, make sure your net ID, which is the initial part of your email ID, is typed in correctly, because some of you have missed out one of the digits in the mail ID. So it is your initial three initials in alphabets and 6 digits. So make sure you have filled it in correctly. And in case you receive a mail from us saying that please give us the correct email ID, then reply back on the same ISA Buddy program email ID with your correct UTD email ID. Some of you have sent us the Gmail IDs also, which is fine, but then make sure that any email address that you provide to us is correct, because then it is difficult for us to contact you or inform the mentor that this particular mentee has been assigned to you.
and remember the official assignment of your mentor comes only through the ISA career Gmail ID. So it's not like someone else might contact you directly saying that okay, I'm your mentor. It won't be the case ever. And if that's the case, please don't heed to it, because it's like a career team works a lot on deciding who your mentor is going to be. So once they assign it, only after that it's official. So don't believe if someone else comes and tells you that okay, I'm your mentor now. Okay. So what's official WhatsApp group link? I can maybe post it in the conversation. I hope in here we already have two groups who are already full. So we just made third one yesterday. I'll add a group link into it in this conversation shortly. Give me some time. Okay. And can we have a mentors for a specific track? Uh, I guess we have a form that asks for a track.
Uh, Guys, the mentee form does not have a specific track mentioned in it, but the mentors form does have the specification mentioned in it. So, whoever you get assigned to as a mentee, that person, remember, is in your major. And for example, I'm in ITM and I am totally aware of what are the different tracks in my major, and also with whom, if there is any track specific question, I know whom to direct you to. So don't worry about your track specific questions, even they would be answered. First, get your major related questions answered and entertained from the mentors. And as I said, everybody is very helpful over here, and they would not mind, or they would be more than willing to direct you to somebody else who has knowledge of your specific track. And the mentors that have been assigned to you, one or two of them are alumni, so they have an entire broad picture of whatever is going on over here. So don't worry, you're in absolutely safe hands.
Yes.
You don't need to bother about
I
it.
guess everyone over here also is a mentor,
Yeah.
and everyone has been assigned a mentee as of now. So in we are there for you always. So feel free anytime. Okay, so we have another question saying that apartment lease starts from 12th August. So I'm sorry, but we covered this part in the last time as well, that we won't be able to provide you the accommodation for more than 4 days, because we, as Gauri mentioned earlier, that it's just not you who is coming in. It's along with you there are 800 other people who are coming in, and out of that 800, at least 600 might ask for the accommodation, temporary accommodation. So it's difficult to find the places for each and every one of them for so many days as to give them a temporary accommodation, because everyone is like, okay, so we want temporary accommodation for 10 days, 12 days till our lease starts. So that won't be possible. We can only give it to you at max for 4 days.
So guys, the thing over here is that when you come over here, ISA will provide you accommodation for 3 to 4 days. But it's not that you will be left high and dry on the streets. So then you can, when you come over here, you talk to people, ask them even the person at whose house you're staying, that person might not be an ISA member. There might be a student at UTD but not an ISA member. So you can talk to them, request them whether they will let you extend your stay for say another week or so. And if they agree, you can continue to stay there, or maybe you can ask them whether they know somebody else who can give you that particular accommodation for that specific time.
Yeah.
So don't worry about, you'll be left on the streets or something. That won't happen. But then it is all up to the person who houses you temporarily whether they are willing to extend. And in some cases, people do agree, but then you will have to pay for that 7 days that you extend, because the first 4 days we let you stay free. Of course, that is a volunteer service from every UTD student over here. Remaining days, they might let you stay, but they might charge you something. So you can always talk to them.
So that
about
is
that.
entirely up to the volunteers in the places where you are staying.
Yeah.
So that won't be up to us as to whether they are charging you or they are letting you stay for free. So it's entirely up to them what they do after 4 days. If they ask you that you can stay for 10 days provided you pay me this much, maybe you can work out the deal between yourselves. But ISC won't be.
We can't tell them.
We can't tell them
not
to
charge you or charge you
Yeah.
less. That is not in our hands.
Earth is asking when do we have to fill the I-94 form?
So I-94 is not to be filled from your side. It's just that once you land over here, there is it gets generated automatically once you enter United States. It just contains all the information for the Department of Homeland Security that this particular person with this passport number has entered United States soil on this and this day. At the end.
It is
So-
proof of your
Yeah,
immigration.
proof of your entry. That's it. So don't worry about it. Once you come over here, that's the only time when you have to worry about
And it's
it.
available online, so you can anytime go. Even right now, we can go and generate our I-94, which we had filled out when we
Tushar
we
here I
didn't fill
can
out. We got it. Yeah.
Tushar here I can see is asking about the last date to fill the pickup form. There is no last date for the pickup form as such.
But
Once you get
yeah,
the ticket.
Yeah.
Make sure you fill it before.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
before
yeah.
you
So
fly.
it
It
won't
would
be
be
the
better
case
if you
that
could fill
if you're flying tomorrow, you're filling up
Yeah.
the form today, then we won't be able to consider the request because planning, as you said, that planning it for so many students is a bit tough. So we have to do it in advance.
As soon as you book
Yeah,
the
so-
ticket,
As soon as you book the ticket, you know when you're coming. So that's the
Just
best
fill
time
up the
that you
form,
fill
yeah.
the pickup form. In the pickup form, page 4, drop-off location, what to enter. So drop-off location is something that if you have a place of your own that you are already have the lease for, that's the drop-off location for you. In case you are, if you ask for the temporary accommodation, then just either leave it blank or just say McCallum, car wash. Yeah, so car wash might sound a weird bit for you, but once you land, you will find out how important the car wash is for us over here. And in case, as I said, if in case you're asking for a temporary accommodation, feel free to leave it blank or just say McCallum. That's it, nothing else.
In case of temporary accommodation, I would like to add one point, sir, so that if your lease is like 15 days from the date that you reach here, so keep an eye on the Facebook group so that people, if they have a temporary accommodation requirement, you will be getting that, and your problem will be solved smoothly. So keep an eye on the Facebook groups for fall 17. Many people have the temporary accommodation requirements, so that if your lease is not starting, the day you land, you will be, having that facility.
And ISA career contact, yeah, we can definitely share that on the. If you can just go to the UTD ISA website, you'll see that Janish, Gauri, and Momita are assigned as our career spokes. So, and if in case if you want the official mail ID for the career team, we can definitely post it in the groups as well later on.
The official email ID is personal email ID.
No, I mean the career.
Yeah, that is isabuddyprogram@gmail.com.
Weber is saying like if I'm not able to fill the pickup form, is it okay if I inform my mentor assign?
No, that's
No.
not.
The
That's
mentor
not
is
okay.
not responsible for your pickups.
As
Yeah.
you said, that the mentor sometimes it's not always a person from ISA. It might be the case that they are already graduated or they are already working. So for pickup requests, for anything, all such queries, we are there for you. Ask it in the group. Ask your friends to share the link of the pickup form with you. If you're not able to fill, there might be some issue at the browser side because it's just a Google form, a simple Google form. So try it from another PC or a browser. official WhatsApp group. Ujjwal will post it in
Yeah,
some
we'll
time, as
try
you
to
said.
share the link.
I have booked same day I'll be arriving, but as an apartment is empty without mattress, so is the way I can get it before mattress. I guess if you have booked an apartment, mattress also already comes installed. So
But no.
What?
no
No, no, no. You
mattress.
will
Oh,
be
the
given
mattress is
Yeah, yeah,
mattress,
okay.
yeah.
not the
Mattress.
Not
carpet.
the
He was
carpet.
talking about the carpet.
I'm
Sorry.
sorry.
Yeah, you won't be. You will have to purchase a mattress once
Yeah.
you come over here, and that's up to you. Whenever you want to buy the mattress, you can buy the mattress. Otherwise, the carpet is soft enough for at least a night or
Yeah,
two.
we have the
Right.
carpet
And
here,
even if
not
you
the
are getting
floor.
the
Yeah,
temporary accommodation, you won't be able to get the mattress over there for your
we
sleep.
can't be sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
that
if
is one
the
thing.
if the volunteer has an extra mattress that you can always use, but in most of the cases you'll have to sleep on the carpet as well in the temporary accommodation. So it's always best to have your own home and sleep on the mattress over there rather than sharing it with all the other people who are in the temporary
And just like
accommodation.
a tip, if you all are like you all do not have will not have a mattress, of course, when you all get here. So initially, just to buy a sleeping bag or something is a cheap option till like you all can get a mattress. Like you all can go ahead and buy a mattress. So you all can go always to buy a sleeping bag. It's very cheap for the initial part of it.
Uruba is
How much
asking
time does it take
how
for
much time does it take from flight landing to completion of all formalities at the airport?
It depends
It
on the
depends on the
traffic
plane.
that day. Traffic, as in the human traffic at the airport
Yeah.
that day. So for me, it hardly took any time because there were not many people that day landing that day. But the people who arrived on the
for
29th,
me it took around
yeah,
1 hour, one
Yeah,
and a
one
half
hour.
hours. So yeah, it
Average of
depends.
1 hour.
Yeah, average of 1 hour. Please bear in mind that it might take at least an average of 1 hour at the port of entry. Then
Yeah.
again, once your port of entry in the US is different. Like if it's your flight is connecting from Chicago to
yeah.
DFW,
Right.
so your Chicago becomes a port of entry. At Chicago, it will take at least an hour. But after that, once you land into DFW, that is Dallas, it won't take a long time. You will be out of the airport in 15 or 20 minutes once you get the luggage.
And I was lucky enough to get all my baggages in time. That is also another reason that I didn't take much time. So it's not only the formalities that take time at the airport, it is also about your baggage. Make sure you tie a particular colored ribbon to your bag so you can identify it from a distance.
Well, Mehul, how to join ISA? You're already part of ISA now that you're talking to us. So once you're over here, we all are comets. We all are part of
Yes.
UTD, and we all are part of ISA. So you'll find out how we do, what all we do as an ISA. So yeah, you're already part of it. So don't worry about it.
This question is for Pranav, I guess. He has done a lot of pickups recently. How much time does it take from flight landing
Yeah,
to
okay.
completion of all formalities?
Yeah, as you said, it's average on an average. It's around 1 or 1.5 hours.
One,
One and a
yeah.
half hour.
1.5 hours.
Which route is better,
Via
London
London
or
or
Tokyo?
Tokyo.
Anyone over here flew from Tokyo or London?
I flew from
I
London.
flew from South Korea, so that side of the earth is faster, but you might land in South Korea or Tokyo.
Yeah, I think
So
it
it's up to
doesn't.
you if you like Asian food, go there. No problem in
I
that.
think it doesn't matter.
I got
You just
bump up to the business class when I was at London airport. So if it interests you.
But coming via London is very tough task because
Yeah.
London airport is very
Very
huge
busy.
airport.
yeah.
And if you have connecting flight which is at different terminal, then you might have to run for it.
Yeah.
So be aware of your terminals and where is your flight getting landed or getting taken off.
Once you reach the connecting airport, keep an eye on the watch and be sure that you
Don't miss the flight.
yeah, don't miss the connecting
It's
flight.
horrible to get a flight back.
Yeah.
Ashar, we have answered the
was,
same
we
question
already
just
answered,
5 minutes before.
So
Sandeep,
Sandeep, do I need
Do I
to
need-
take any medical test? If you are anyone over here who took the
No,
meningitis
I
test?
took the meningitis test. I took the TB test also, but the TB test is a part of the formalities that the university will do once you land over here. So it's okay if you don't have your TB test or anything. For me, at least, nobody asked for any of the tests that I had done before coming here. It's always good to know in case you do get positive in your TB results, which you do in India. You can start your medication, and once you come over here, if it still turns out to be positive, you can show them, say, hey, I'm on medication, I've been taking it for so and so much time, so I'm good to go. Just as a to seal the loophole. That's it. Otherwise,
So,
nobody's
and
going to ask.
it's I guess the meningitis vaccination and not the test, right?
Yeah,
The one.
meningitis is a
So
Yeah.
if you're
vaccination.
So
21 and
meningitis
above,
is a vaccination that you need to get only if you are below 22.
Yeah.
And if you are above 22, if you are before flying to USA, if you are above 22, then you need not worry about the meningitis test. Sorry, the vaccination.
I usually tell you to
Approve my
approve
request
the
for
request.
request for joining ISA group. We'll surely do after the webinar. How much time does it take?
Viruba, we have answered it.
हो गया, वो.
Yeah.
How much time? How long does it take for a mentor to be assigned? Yeah, so career team usually sits in the weekends for that. They might be able to answer this properly.
So we have completed assigning mentors for about 300 students till now. The next batch we will take up this weekend, starting today. So from the time you sign up, fill up the form, it depends where you are on the list that we have. We took the first 300 because when we started, we had only 300 entries. It's not like we decided a cutoff that we are going to take only 300 students. So from that time till now, how much ever students have filled up, we will be assigning to them. So it depends upon when, if you have filled it up like yesterday or today, you might get it in 2 or 3 days. You might get your mentor.
So I wasn't allotted a mentor because there was no mentor available for my course, management science. How should I proceed? I guess you talked about management.
yeah, we have a lot of a couple of mentors I know personally in management science. You'll be assigned soon. Don't worry about
Once they
that.
fill up the mentor form, we will be able to assign.
Atul, we'll work on that. Don't worry. If you have filled the mentee form, we have the mentors for you as well. So we'll assign you a mentor as soon as possible. How much time? I don't know why this question keeps coming up. We already answered this. Is there any application for the assignment of mentors?
It's the mentee form that you have to fill. That's it.
So you all over there in back in India, you all are mentees, and people over here who are already a student, who are already graduated, everyone of us are mentors for you. So for you guys, you need to fill the mentee forms, and we all will fill the mentor forms. So there is no such any application apart from the mentee form for the buddy program.
And please don't fill out the mentor form, because I had a case wherein a mentee, as in a person, a student amongst you, filled up for the mentor form. I know it was a total mistake, but make sure what type of form you're filling up, because we have the mentor link also on Facebook for the other students over here to access.
How much US dollars can we get from India?
Not more than 10,000.
And
Yeah.
not in cash.
Not in
there is
cash,
limit
yeah.
for cash also.
Right.
Also.
So you can always divide your amount in the forex card that you are carrying and some into the cash. So try to bring as least cash as much possible, because over here everything is plastic cash. Plastic, yeah. So everything except your forex card. Once you start over here, it's like buying everything through your card, and you will get your bank accounts as soon as you land, within a day or two. So
Whenever you go.
yeah, I mean whenever you go, right? But yeah, it will be in a day or two, or at least not more than a week. So by that time you can use a forex card, but try to avoid cash.
And if
Because
you all are getting cash, then make sure to get it of different denominations, like
Yeah. 100, 10.
basically a dollar or two, like how $5 and $10. Not much. Keep the cash minimum, but make sure that they are of different denominations.
Suchitranath, if you need to amend any of the fields in the pickup form, you need not fill it again. You just need to email utd.isa@gmail.com about the changes that you want to make, and then the media team will work on that, and they will mail you for the remaining of the details. So note down. I'll just email the email ID for you. I'll just text it over here.
बाद में last में देना सब कुछ.
Okay, we can post the links
Yeah.
at the end. Yeah, that's
At the end, we will be posting links for the WhatsApp group as well as the email ID that he's just mentioned, so that it doesn't get lost in between the questions.
Question regarding educational loan. I have a loan from SBI.
SBI does pay through
Even
Flywire.
I use SBI, so
Yeah.
we are perfectly fine with the Flywire thing. I don't know why your
You
particular
don't
branch is
mention
being
that
done.
it is Flywire. Tell them that
It's wire
It's
transfer.
wire
yeah,
transfer.
it's wire
Yeah.
transfer, and tell them that they will be provided with the university account number and blah blah blah, because that is the requirement. My loan was through Bank of India, and when I had approached them for the first time, they said we don't do it. Whereas I know that a person who was flying with me had already sent in his fees through Bank of India, and he had used Flywire. It's just that they're not familiar with the term. You just need to mention the key words that they need, as in, for example, the UTD bank. UTD will provide you Citibank,
Yeah.
Citibank account
Everyone
number.
does.
Yeah.
No,
So then
it's the
Yes
yeah.
Bank Kochi.
Yes,
right?
Bank. Sorry,
Bank.
Yes
Yes
Bank,
Bank
not
Kochi.
Citibank. Yeah, they will provide you a Yes Bank account number. So make sure that you tell them that you will be provided with a bank's account number. That's all that they need to know.
Get info about the temporary accommodation. You won't get the information about the temporary accommodation till you land over here and meet us,
Yeah.
because even we don't know which place you will be staying in for the temporary accommodation.
Yeah.
We'll decide it as per the availability of the volunteers for the
For that
for
day.
the temporary accommodation.
And
Yeah.
remember, guys, that will be a little inconvenience because you will not be the only person staying. You will be living probably in somebody's living room along with, 4 or 5 other
8, 10
people.
other people.
Yeah. So please don't mind that, because we cannot provide luxury. We are just providing help, as in a roof over your head. And remember, whosoever's house you stay in, they have volunteered for that. So please be polite to them. Don't demand, I want this prepared today. I feel like eating this today or something. We actually had such kind of requests the previous time.
And the places that you stay, clean up.
Yeah,
that's
please
the
be
most
clean.
important thing,
Yeah.
Don't
because
trash the places, guys. It's like a few guys will be staying in my apartment, and if they trash it up, then I'll have to clean it up. So
and
make sure
next
you don't
time
trash
that
it.
that particular volunteer won't give us the place for the temporary accommodation.
Yeah.
So and then it's a headache for your colleagues who are flying in with you. They won't get the temporary accommodation if you do such activities.
Because you will be flying, 1 week, 2 weeks apart. So once if he volunteers to give his place for 4 days, his place is available for the next person who comes in after a week. But he might not agree to give me that place, because he will say that the last person who stayed here, he really troubled me a lot. So I am not going to give the next
And
person.
all these have been the instances that we have faced in past. So these are not some instances that we are just making up. This has been the thing that has happened. So please be aware of it. Don't do such things. It's for the best for both you as well as for us. Does UTD provide any temporary accommodation? Not ISA? No, they don't. So we have paid application fee at Kotias, but the rest payment is 2,800, and that is more than
Anyone's-
$2,500.
Where are you staying? Kotiar. Kotiar Campbell.
तो बहुत बड़ी question है.
When anyone's credit card limit. So
What
what
are
should
living
we
in
do?
a
Can
condo?
Okay, so generally what I don't know about the forecast exactly, but what's the normal scenario is whenever you book an apartment, you will be asked one month's rent as a deposit. So supposedly we got an apartment and the rent for that particular apartment is $1,260. So $1,260 would be the initially upfront. $1,260 would be the like deposit for that, and then the number of days that I'm going to stay starting. Like if I get the apartment on 15th June, so that particular month, like 15th June to 30th June, I have to pay that upfront. So it's like 1,260 plus half of 1,260, that's around 630. So total of that I have to pay upfront, and so that should be the same case for you as well.
Musa
And
is
guys,
asking
NEFT is not possible. For 2,300, if you're asking whether NEFT can be done, then it is not possible. You'll have to find somebody. If they need it before you land, then you will have to find somebody over here who is willing to pay, and that we can't help you with.
So and yes, 2,300. I guess you should talk to the people and get some deposit amount to be reduced.
Musa is asking here, how long does it take for a mentor to be assigned?
Yeah, it has been
Yes,
it has
discussed.
been
We're
discussed.
done with this
So
question.
we are just taking the questions which are orange mark. So those have not been seen. The orange mark questions.
So
Thanks for the, but I'm not involved in WhatsApp
Which
group or
route to the
anything.
US is preferable?
Okay, so which route to the US is preferable? There's no particular route. Generally,
Yeah.
students prefer the shortest route. So that we have few flights through Emirates or Qatar or some, I
from
guess.
London,
Yeah, so they take around 22 hours, and
24,
there are
yeah.
some flights which also take
37.
27 to 28 hours to 30 hours.
It depends on the airlines that you book through, that your route will be decided. I came through British Airways. I had a very good experience. My layover was at London Airport. I had 3 hours, which was enough for me to commute from Terminal 3 to Terminal 5. So it depends. If London Airport gives you a layover of just 1 hour, then be prepared to just run along.
yeah.
You know,
You have to.
you have to.
So try to keep layover of at least 2 or 3 hours.
2 to 3 hours.
That's what we suggest, because in case even if your first flight is delayed, you can still be able to catch your second flight. You won't miss it. That
1
way.
hour is very less. So at
Priyanka-
London, it's very
Yeah,
less.
Heathrow is huge.
Well, you can have your own. You can transfer the money to your debit card over here through India. Normally, the bank does that, or your forex card, and you can pay your fees. If it's not through loan, you can pay it directly. Go to the bursar's office and swipe your forex card and pay your fees.
Mehul is telling thanks for the answer, but I'm not involved in any WhatsApp group or anything. He knows nothing about all the pickup facilities and all. Just got the link to this from random group. What should I do?
Okay, so at the end of the webinar, I'll post in the conversation tab. I'll post all the links that we discussed today. And if you got the link for the pickup facility, you can fill it up if you want the pickup. And also the accommodation is mentioned into that. And for the buddy program, if you visit the Facebook page for the which link I will share, and through that you can always sign up for the buddy program as
I'll
well.
strongly recommend you all to join our Facebook page. You'll get all the important details there.
And the WhatsApp group also he will be posting at the
Yeah,
end of it.
he'll post the link.
So don't worry, we'll connect with you.
Coming via London layover, 6 hours of
6 hours.
layover is pretty
Fine,
good
you'll
to
get
him.
to sleep
So don't worry about that. ISA orientation date.
Orientation date.
We'll share
share
that
that.
with you. We have planned 3 orientations for you guys. So if each one is after your actual ISSO orientation. And I mean, we have booked a lot of space for you guys. So and planned a few things for you as well. So we'll share the orientation dates as well. And there won't be any registration for the orientation of ISA. ISSO will announce about the ISA orientation to you guys, and we'll all be present over there to welcome you. So rest assured about that.
Niladri is saying layover of 4th in London. Is that fine?
4 hour, yeah, it's
Yeah.
perfectly fine. No, any hepatitis test is not required.
No.
Only if
as-
you're below 22.
No,
That is
even
management
then
test.
also. No
Everyone is
requirement
sleep
for
over here. I'm
hepatitis.
sorry, guys.
Aditi is smiling. Jasmita. I booked flight with Qatar Airways. Is there any problem with that or any other Middle East airlines for that matter is most
No such problem.
Yeah.
There won't be any problem as well. So if you're flying even the Middle East Airlines, they are perfectly fine. Just recently, I faced an issue. One of my roommates actually faced an issue.
Yeah,
is
you
that
have to keep your laptops in check-in bags, and if
Masala
not,
nahi lagi.
you will be given a suitcase wherein you can put your laptops, and they will keep your laptop in safe custody, and they will give you that packet as soon as you land at DFW.
and
So
also
don't worry
they-
about your laptops.
And also, if you're flying through Middle East, you won't be allowed to bring spices. That's what my roommate recently faced. It's just like 1 week back. So at the Mumbai airport itself, he was told that if you're flying through Middle East, and if you still want to take the spices, you will have to pay at least $1,000 of fine at the Dubai or Doha airport, for which he had the layover to. And from that part, if you take out all the spices at Mumbai, it's fine. If you still take it to the Middle Eastern parts, then you'll have to pay the fine for that if you want to carry it to USA.
I think it's better to
Buy
confirm with
spices.
your airline.
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
You'll see like in many groups, many people telling different things. So
It's better
bet-
you
It's
contact
better to
them.
confirm with the airline.
Contact the
Yeah.
airlines directly.
Airlines.
They have the toll-free number. Talk to them that if it's fine, take that in return from them. and print out the meal while you are traveling. If they said that it's perfectly fine, then carry that meal. And if someone questions you always have some proof.
Yeah,
with
that
you.
would be the best
And
way.
about the spices, guys, everything is available over here. We have
Yeah.
the Patel store chains all
We
over
have Indian stores
Dallas and the counties nearby.
Yeah.
So you'll find all the spices available over here. So don't worry, even if you've already booked a flight and it is via Doha or Dubai or the Middle East in general, then it's okay. Don't get any spices along with you. You can buy them over here.
Srividya is asking where do we get the Menti form?
We'll
In
post
all-
the link. Wait.
We'll post the link. Don't
In
worry.
all the Facebook,
We'll post the
WhatsApp,
link,
and
yes.
all the groups.
Here also.
Any advice on the forex card?
Just to clear, Menti forms is the same as the buddy program. Yes,
Yeah.
it
The
is.
same.
Yes.
Yeah, so
All
buddy
forex
program
cards are
has
good.
buddy program is a program, is a name of the program, and in that we have mentors and mentees. So it's just one and the same.
Yeah.
Any advice for the forex card? It depends on the kind of deal that you get from your bank in India.
Conversion rate.
Conversion rate.
Conversion.
So there are banks which give you a good rate of conversion, like SDFC, Axis. Everyone provides a forex card. Even SBI does. So it depends on the kind of connection that you have with your bank, personal bankers over there. So ask them for a good deal. Ask them that you want the least charges possible, and depending on that you get the forex card.
Rose is asking how long does it take for a mentor to be assigned? I am from the MS in bioengineering.
Well, if you have already filled the form in the first batch and you have not yet been allocated, then don't worry. We are still looking for a appropriate mentor for you, and you will get it assigned as soon as we have some mentor available.
Ujjwal Kumar is saying he has taken loan from Indian National Bank, Union Bank, so amount is going to be in INR. Is easy pay possible from this amount for tuition fee?
It will be in INR only, but it gets converted
Yeah.
by the time it comes here. So you will have to pay the equivalent amount, including the conversion charges.
Asher is asking any advice on which health insurance to take and bank to choose for opening an account.
Well, banks is absolutely up to you. All banks are good over here. And about the health insurance, UTD itself provides you health insurance, which is a part of your fees. And in case you want to, what do you say, avoid that or go through your own insurance, then that means you already know about a good insurance over here. So that's already up to you.
What is the
Deadline for paying the
deadline?
fees for fall semester, you will have a lot of time once you come over here and you attend the orientation, you take up the subjects. You still have a lot of time to pay up the fees. And for the exact date, you might, if you can just Google UTD Fall 2017 calendar, it will give you a link to a PDF and it has all the dates that you need to see.
Soren
You
is
also
saying
have a provision for a short-term loan, so you can get your deadline extended by 3 months.
Soren is saying I filled the mentee form when it was released. I haven't received any email regarding the mentor assignment. Have the mentors already been assigned for the first batch of students?
It depends where were you on the list. As I said, we had 300 entries initially and we assigned them all with mentors. So in case, as you said, it comes from management science kind of a major, then maybe we don't have a mentor yet for you, but we will definitely try our best to get one of the management science guys to be a mentor.
You don't need anything for the Comet Cruiser. They know that people traveling on the buses are usually the UTD students. They don't generally ask for the ID card. And once you have the Comet card, you should always keep it with you. And so you
Yeah,
won't
for
need
the
anything
Comet
for the
Cruiser,
Comet
you don't
Cruiser.
need any kind of
Basically,
ID.
Comet Cruiser is free for anybody who
Yes,
travels through it,
There is an
irrespective
option
of you
for-
are being a student or not.
HBB 20.
There is an option for.
There is an
fees in
option
three
for fees
installments.
payment in 3 installments.
Yes,
How does
there
it
is.
work? When can I pay first
Yeah.
installment?
You can pay your fees in 3 installments. Yes, you will be charged some kind
Couple
of
of
extra.
$100,
Yeah. But the 3 installment plan I won't recommend because the installments are hardly in a gap of
A
3
month
to
or so.
days. So yeah, so in some few days. The 3 installments are just few days apart. In case you want to pay it later, I would recommend the short-term loan, which gives you an extension of almost 3 months with an interest, obviously, but then the interest is very less.
Yeah,
So-
and they charge you about $150.
Yeah.
Vaibhav Rajput
So Vaibhav,
is asking,
if McCallum community sometimes they ask for a lesser deposit. It's perfectly fine whatever amount they have specified to you in the email. and that should be the amount that you have to pay for the deposit and everything. Move in total. Okay, so this is from Sukruti, and
I think this is the message she
Yes,
got
just
from
copy
Lorena.
pasted the mail.
that was a question from Weber. And this is a message from Sukruti saying, okay, so you have mentioned all the details about the deposit amount and the trash rate and everything. Yeah, so this rate
What is the
looks like
question? What is your
this.
question with the mail?
Okay, so this rate looks like it's good to go, and yeah, they include everything for the first month because they know that you are flying in as an international student. So don't worry about it. You should be able to go ahead with it, provided they give you a particular, a proper receipt for your payment. You should be good to go. And I hope this is a amount for a 2 BHK and not 1 BHK, because if it's for 1 BHK, it's very high. I have a lay. Okay, so Kiran is asking, I have a layoff of 1.5 hour at Heathrow. Will that be an issue for
No,
transferring
it
flights?
won't be, but you will have to buck up.
You have to run.
Run.
So Ashwood safe. Should I consider staying there? You definitely
It's
should.
the best.
At least on the McCallum Boulevard,
Yeah.
yes, Ashwood is good. But yeah, as we have covered earlier, everything related to safety depends on you guys, how you people stay, and there is a police patrolling, there is a police
In
station
Chatham.
nearby, everywhere. So don't worry about it. Can you guys share some basic travel checklist in Facebook?
Yeah, we will do that.
It's
Yeah,
provided on our
sure.
website also, I guess.
Yeah, we have provided it on the website, but we'll surely post
Yeah,
it on the
we'll share.
Facebook and WhatsApp as well. Don't worry about it, Anand. My visa is on 2 and 3 July, so I can book my flight before.
Yeah, it's definitely
Yeah,
okay.
you can
Like
book your
most of the
flight before
people
release.
do.
But just
Book
don't
there.
lie at the visa counter if they ask you whether you have already booked the flight. They can anytime check it. So if they ask, which they won't, but if they ask, just say yes. Be honest.
Can we take insurance from India? It is costing 1 lakh here. What is the amount there?
It is minimal over here. It will be better if you have an insurance over here than getting an insurance from India, because there might be some things, it will be a lot of, what do you say, via communication in case you ever find the need to use your insurance.
No, but as far as UTD is concerned, it is compulsory to take the UTD
Health
student
insurance, yeah.
No,
No,
they
it's
can
not-
avoid it, but you can
it's not
replace it only
compulsory.
with an insurance in
Yeah.
the
only
US.
only with the insurance in US, and
Yeah,
for that
so-
also they have stringent rules. So
Yeah,
for
so
which any other provider is
I'd
not
say
able
it's
to
better to
fulfill.
take a utility insurance because it is one of the best in its cost. It's value for money. It's better to take utility insurance because when you land, you'll have to search for it, then you'll have to get it approved from UTD health department. So it's better to take it and you'll get everything over there.
Yeah.
When a semester is 4 months long, how does a 3 installment fee payment become due?
I told you the forget the what do you say, term of the semester. It is upon the university. You are being here, right? Even with the next semester, you are part of the university. So the 3 installments, as I said, they are hardly a few days apart. It is not like you pay this in 1 month, the next month you pay the other installment. It doesn't work like that. So you better take a short-term loan in case you want a delay in the payments, and pay it after about, I think, 2 months. 2 months, I think. 2.5 months.
So we have the forex card should be taken from India itself, or will we get once we come to the university? Forex card is
Foreign
your
exchange.
it's your debit card, in fact, in which you put in the money and you use it on for your own use. So it's not something that university or anyone else provides. It's something that you need to buy it from the bank back in India.
For example, if you take a forex card from a bank over here, it will be like you want to put in dollars and you want it converted to some other currency. Whereas that is not the case. You want to put in INR and you want that to convert to dollars.
USD.
So that has to be in India.
So yeah, definitely from India you'll have to bring that.
Is the currency rate inflated while paying the tuition fees? I guess not, but the mode of transfer depends. It's the major part that plays role into it while paying the fees, because so Flywire has a different amount that they take for the conversion rate. Then if you do a bank to bank wire transfer, there is a different conversion rate. So it all depends the mode of transfer that you choose, and depending on that, you will be charged the fees or the conversion rate. when would the mentors start replying? I sent a follow-up email to my mentor and I'm yet to receive an
क्या
acknowledgement.
बोला? When would mentors?
Mentors start replying.
In case your mentor has not responded upfront to you, then I would recommend that you yourself mail them. It is never that they will not respond to a
They
mail.
might just be busy.
They might be busy, but they will definitely respond. If they are not initiating it from their own side, they will definitely respond to your mail. So you be the first one to take
Yeah,
the
it's your duty to start the conversation with them.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, so yes, you can just mail your mentor back once and see if he or she doesn't reply you back. Maybe then we can assign you some other mentor, and it might be the case that that particular mentor is busier in some other work.
You cannot get a loan from here unless you have somebody who is a green card holder or a permanent resident over here. They can take a loan on your behalf, but you yourself won't be able to take any loan on your
You
name.
need a guarantor for it.
You need a guarantor.
So,
and the guarantor can't
Pranav
be
might be able
one.
to help you out with loan from here.
Yeah, so for a US loan, you need to have must have is a green card holder or a resident who is in US. Also, the rate of interest depends on his credit score. It's decided after evaluating his credit score. Uh, yeah, and the process is really easy. Once you apply, you'll get the loan sanctioned and paid directly to the university within 1 week.
Okay, how can we avail? Okay, so that's done. Average monthly expense.
Depends where you stay. If you're in
Depends on
Ashford,
your lifestyle.
it depends
depends
on
on
your
person to
lifestyle
person.
also. And average at the McCullen
500.
community, 500,
500 is an
250.
average for everyone. So it depends. The rent is
250
from
to 300.
200 to 400 for every person, and you can say $100 for food also.
Yeah,
But it's
Provided
the
you
average
stay
is
in a shared
500.
accommodation. If you
Right.
have the luxury of a single room, then it depends on the rent that you pay.
for me it takes around like 500, 600.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you manage your food daily? Transit. Any quick recipes you would suggest?
You come, I will suggest you.
Well, our chef is still sleeping, so we won't be able to help you on the recipe side. But yeah, usually there are a lot of options available on campus for food. But it's always preferable to cook, and students. That's what we usually do. We cook at one time, and then we store it in refrigerators. We have huge refrigerators over here. We store it for another time as well, and then everyone eats it for at least 2 times. So it's best that you cook and carry it if you have some lectures or something, because as a student the canteen food and everything, you'll definitely find it costly over here,
And you'll
initially
find
at least.
like all kind of vegetables here. We have Indian stores here, so
So
like
don't
spices-
so don't think that you have to eat. You will get in the Indian cuisine perfectly over here. You can cook anything that you
Yes.
are cooking back in India.
And about transit, it is like the Comet Cruiser is enough for your commute over here, at least initially in the first 8 months, because that will be the time you'll be just studying. You're not allowed to work outside. And other than that,
You
the
also get a
Comet
dart
Cruiser-
pass.
Yeah, the Comet. Yeah, you get a dart pass from the university.
That's
Dart
free.
pass is the Texas Dallas commute buses, like we have the BST in Mumbai. And second thing is you have the Comet Cruiser going to Walmart twice a week. And in case you need to go to some other place, you have you have facilities like Uber and Lyft over here, so that you can book a cab anytime and go if it is once in a while. And I public transportation is an issue over here, but then the Dart bus can take you in and around the Dallas County very easily.
So what all things are covered in UTD health insurance? Everything except your dental and
Dental.
eye.
I-
So we hope that nobody gets anything in the teeth or in the eyes. So
Get a
because
dental checkup and come
Exactly.
from India.
that's the most important, because it's very the health insurance. I mean the stuff over related to health is very costly over here. So make sure that you get full checkup of everything done back in India before you come, so that you know what you might have to face over here.
I have an example. I fell sick with cold and I had to use my insurance for that. the actual bill came to $300, and right now I'm still paying the $72 that they have
Yeah,
charged
because
me.
it's like 80 and 20%. So 80% is covered by your insurance, and the rest of the
20% you have to
20%
pay.
of the total bill has to be bared by you. So as you said that 300 was the total bill,
So you can
and
imagine how costly the expenses are, health
Only
expenses.
for a cold.
only
Yeah.
for cold, yeah. So and yeah, bring in the medicines along with the prescription. So for whichever medicines that you are bringing in for the, I mean the common cold or the fever, all those kind of medicines you should bring in with you. What all things are covered? Okay, so is it necessary that all people living in an apartment should be on the lease? If not, then how is one allowed inside a gated community?
You can be an occupant on the lease. You don't necessarily have to be the leaseholder, but you can definitely be registered as an occupant. And I would strictly recommend that you do not stay illegally in somebody's house, because by chance if they find out, you'll be charged a very heavy fine, and it will reflects on your record as a tenant. So whenever you try to sublease an apartment or take a lease in your name, that will affect your track record.
So don't think that anything that you do with one community just remains to that, limited to that particular community. It's like you do something over here in US, it goes on record. So they will store all the data, and once so supposedly you booked an apartment in Coast and you did something and you left the apartment of Coast and you went to Ashwood, the Ashwood people will have the record that you faced these all things and back in the McCallum courts, and they will charge you a hefty fees for that, and they might even not allow you to get an apartment over there. So please try to avoid such things and try to keep all the uh, tenants as an occupants at least on the lease. So is the health insurance provided cover only on campus casualties? No, it covers
Everywhere.
everything related to the health, if anywhere it happens to you, at least on the US soil.
It's given by Blue Cross Blue Shield, which is not a UTD specific insurance provider. It is applicable everywhere.
We have to pay for the fees after we register for the classes. Yes.
Yes.
So depending on the number of credits that you take for your fall semester, you have to pay the fees accordingly, and the amount will be updated on your Easy Pay. That is the Bursa office, UTD Bursa office is application. Once you take up the credit, it will be uploaded on that. Do I need to pay? No, you don't have to pay tuition fee after clearing all the holes. You have to only pay it after you take up the credits.
Yeah, and you will be able to take up the credits only after you clear the holes. So it is indirectly yes. The answer is yes.
So what do you suggest, Flywire or the Forex card? So Flywire is particularly for the paying of
Banks,
fees.
yeah.
It's only for the fees payment, and the Forex card can be used for buying anything over here because it's as such an international debit card.
Yeah.
There is also one more option. This is basically what I do. You have these exchange providers like Thomas Cook and other
That's a
company.
Forex card.
No, I don't get it on my Forex card. So what I do is I make the payment to Thomas Cook. They wire transfer it to my account here, and that's how I receive all the amounts. So that's basically a slightly a little more costly, but it's very less. Like the exchange rate of Thomas Cook would be there, and plus you are charged $15 for every transaction that happens over here. So that's another option. It almost is has similar to I think Flywire as well. So if you all are want a third option, that's also possible.
But as he said, Flywire is strictly for payments, because Flywire deals with transferring money to an account or use it for transferring for your fees. I mean, you can use Flywire to transfer it to your own personal account also, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Flywire you can use it for, but it takes a hefty fees.
Yeah, it charges a lot, and what we did is when we came over here, we transferred all the money from our Forex card to our local banks over here, so that we can use our debit card without paying the extra fees for each swipe. I mean, if I use my
Forex card is like you get first. So usually banks give first free transactions free. So it's like you can use it for emergency purposes once you land. But by that time you'll have your bank account set up over here, so you can transfer the funds from your Forex card to your bank, and then you can use the debit card issued by your bank, which you will get immediately as soon as you open the account. So don't worry about it as well. My flight lands on Saturday, so will I face any problems because of the weekend off?
It will be the best time to land
Okay, so he is more used to the
because you will
airports.
not get caught up in Monday to Friday traffic times. If it's a Saturday or Sunday, you will face like least traffic. You can reach here in 25 to 30 minutes.
If he drives.
No, if anyone drives.
Thanks for clarifying. Okay. Payment options in buses office site doesn't show Forex card as a mode of payment. Credit only, only a max. I could pay through Visa or Forex card.
The best thing I would say you want to pay with is if you do not have a loan and if you have all the money with you. So what you can do is you can get an account here and you can simply get a wire transfer. There will be just conversion charges and you can pay the fees through your account
Through
then.
your debit card.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Forex card payment for your fees won't be possible. You can only at the bursar's office. So as I said, the best way is to transfer funds from your Forex to your bank, and then from your bank you can transfer it to the college account for your fees.
From your Forex to your bank account, you can do it for free. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So is it advisable to bring certain utensils or
No,
get
that's
any
not.
easily cheaper over there?
No.
No, even for Thomas
Yeah, so the utensils as we have been discussing in the groups that yeah it's so some utensils you should bring like cooker huge cookers because you'll have to cook at least for 2 or 3 times at once you start cooking. So bring in some cookers, and if you have space you can also bring some other utensils as well. But apart from that you can get everything from here at not very high rates. Yeah, but if you can bring it and if you have the luggage available to you, you can always bring in the utensils. But remember, bring in the utensils with a flat base. The flat based induction utensils you should bring in, because over here we have coil type induction based gas insulation.
No, it's not in
Coil based.
It's coil based. Yeah,
It works on electricity.
Based insulated.
induction.
What I would suggest is
Insulation, yeah.
if you guys already have planned your roommates, you guys can share your
Yeah.
utensils. So one can buy a pan or maybe one can buy a cooker.
Yes, induction utensil is not necessary. I guess it's just the flat base you need.
Yeah.
I would recommend you all get your own utensils because it might happen that at the end of the lease you move into some other apartment. At that time you will need your utensils.
Manisha says that I missed the scholarship this fall. What are the chances receiving it in spring? Without scholarship, it will be difficult. So so the scholarship works year round. So if you have missed this time,
If you're he's talking about the Dean's Excellence Scholarship, but UTD has many individual donors who
but
have
those,
scholarships.
they
No.
don't provide. They only provide $1,000.
Yeah, and then they provide $1,000, but then you also get institution through those scholarship. So if you have missed the fall scholarship for Dean's Excellence or any other scholarship, then there is always a possibility of getting it in spring, but then that will be only for spring. Whereas the people who got the Dean's Excellence Scholarship,
It will be year round.
it will be year round, and they can extend it further provided they get a 4-pointer throughout. But there is this.
So the Dean's Excellence,
there
the Eric Johnson, then the Indian Alumni Network Scholarship, and then the Mahatma Gandhi Scholarship. All these are year-round scholarships, and I'm not much aware of the the individual semester scholarships. But yeah, as you said, that there are some scholarships which you can apply to, and you will be only eligible for that particular semester, provided that you perform well.
So most of them will be based on your academic performance. So make sure you're scoring 4.
And please make sure that you are aware of the deadlines for applying to those because they end very early. Those deadlines they end very early. So you will be like, I just started with my fall semester and they ended the deadline for the spring semester scholarship. That happens.
Okay, so do generic medicines like the ones for cold need a prescription?
Yes.
Every
Protein
medicine
also needs.
every medicine needs a prescription to get into US.
And guys, one thing I would tell you, which I faced a problem when I was coming, do not carry any liquids or gels or pastes in your cabin luggage or your handbag. Put everything, your deos,
Check-in.
whichever perfumes or deos that you get from India, you put it in your check-in bag because I had to remove everything. because they were small and I thought I might carry it in my cabin luggage, but I was unaware of the rules and I had to remove everything.
So anything more than 3.4 ounces of liquid or gel is not allowed in your cabin luggage.
Yes.
Will bringing homeopathic medicines be a problem? No, it won't be a problem till if you have a proper prescription for that. नहीं homeopathy मैं भी लाया.
Yes, you
It's fine. If you have a prescription, it's perfectly fine. Do we need to pay any fees to university before registration for classes? No. You won't have to pay anything. Guys, we have last 5 minutes, so I will try to cover as many questions, and then at the end we can just post the links that we promised you earlier. Do we need to carry? Okay, so if we want to study on specific professor, when we have to before we land to there, do we need to talk to that professor?
No, that doesn't help. Talking to a professor before landing and before registering doesn't help, and the professor can't help you get registered for their classes. It all based is first come first serve.
So if you're attending the first orientation, you might be the first one to get the course, and your friend might be the second. You're coming early.
The first person to clear your holds.
Yeah.
Which is afterwards we can register for your classes. That's
All you can do is to get rid of the holds as quickly as possible so that you can register for the classes under the professors that you want.
Does Indian Forex card charge for swipe?
Yes.
So as far as I remember, SDFC gave me first 3 transactions free, but after that you are charged per swipe in the US. So yeah, it depends bank to bank, but everyone charges, yes. I've heard people using Flywire who have usually taken loan, but what about if parents are funding?
Yeah, so I already discussed that if your parents are funding, you can simply get a bank account here as soon as you land, and your parents can wire the transfer money to your account here. It will be the easiest way, and then you can pay your fees through your debit card.
Okay, Jasmita, if the Forex card provider is giving you a deal that they're only charging you the conversion rate, then that's perfectly fine. But then again, check how are they bumping up the conversion rates for you for that particular transaction or not. How much time does it take to open a bank account there?
Just 1 day and just 1 or 2 hours.
Yeah, it hardly takes 1 or 2 hours. Once you go to the bank, a personal banker meets you and gives you the whole kit, and you can start using the debit card after transferring your Forex money into it immediately.
Chase and Wells Fargo banks are the good ones,
Which are nearby,
nearby.
on the en route to the UTD campus, and we also have the Wells Fargo ATM on the campus. So these are the banks that usually the students prefer.
And trust me, you won't be using the ATM as frequently as you will be in India. Everything happens through card.
Yeah.
You buy anything over here, you pay through card. So don't worry about the ATMs being available. Plus, even Wells Fargo will charge you for withdrawing money. So it's like every withdrawal of money also you have to pay money.
Shubham, you will have to check for the
Amazon.
Xiaomi phone on the Amazon.com. I'm not sure about the price of the phone over here. How is laundry thing as wash and dryers are not there in our apartment? So we
You
have
can get it installed in your apartment.
you can get it installed in your apartment, and then like communities like Ash should have a washer dryers in particular vicinity, and we also have a ABC washer dryer that is a big place in which they give drying for free on the start of the McCallum Boulevard. So people usually go over there in the weekends to wash their clothes. Should we prefer buying laptop from there itself? If you are planning to buy a new laptop, then yes, it's always preferable to buy in US. One, you don't have to carry it from India, and another that you get good configuration from US.
But one thing I would make you aware of is that be sure that the moment you land, you buy a laptop, because there will be many things which you want to do on the Galaxy portal, and you will require a laptop for that. Otherwise, you'll have to go to the university and access any of the computers in the labs over there. But make sure that you are aware that of the fact that you will need access to a laptop.
Amount on the Forex card, in total you can bring in 10,000 USD. So you can divide it in your Forex in the cash. So it depends on how much amount you want to carry in the Forex card. It should be less than 10K.
Yeah, overall, including
The cash and including the Forex card. Yes. Can we transfer to the debit card which we get account account?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes, you can transfer.
it gets transferred easily. Brief process for tuition fee. I have taken loan from National Bank. So So the fees payment usually works in a way that once you get the notification from Easy Pay that this much is the amount that you have to pay, you initiate a transfer through either the Flywire or the wire transfer directly from bank. So Flywire works in a way that you tell them this much amount has to be paid, and you are the person who is initiating it. Then they generate a letter. You send that letter to your bank back in India from where you have taken the loan. Then it's the whole process that is done from the bank back in India. So, and they directly send it to the UTD, your account in the UTD for the fees. So you don't have to worry after that. You just have to fill and send them 2 of the forms, and everything is online. So that's how Flywire works. And the wire transfer works in a way that you ask your bank back in India to transfer all the funds over here in the bank account that you open, and then from here you need to transfer it to the UTD by going to the bursar's office.
Last question.
So this is the last question that we are taking. Medicines in the check-in baggage requires prescription too.
Yep.
Everything, every small thing as far as medicine is concerned requires a prescription. What is the average internet charge? Usually it's around 50.
Depends on your
40 or
plan. You
50,
can get
yeah.
a plan for $30 also.
It's around between 30 and 50. That's the
But if
ballpark
you want a
estimate.
good plan, then average is like 40 to 50.
Yeah.
40 to, yeah, as 30 to 50 is the average amount that you need to pay. So I will just post
Wait.
all the links
One very important thing, guys. Remember, get sweets.
for
All
us.
of
For us, yeah.
For us. अभी नहीं बता दे. Okay, so I'll paste all the links. So this is the official mail ID. UTD or ISA, the groups link. थ्री वाला कहाँ गया?
3 वाले का मेरे पास.
लिंक.
भेज दे दो.
Thanks a lot, guys, for joining, and
Yes. And
we'll get sweets. Yeah, we'll be waiting for that.
we'll be waiting for that. And
If someone is coming from Gujarat, please bring pedas. Okay, I'll post the Facebook groups as well. क्या भाई सज्जन को दिक्कत क्या है? खाखरा નથી જોતા ભાઈ. Khakras we get over here a lot. Group Indian Student Association. ये पोस्ट करना में लिंक ओपन किया.
और इसी वाला
कुछ लोग अभी उनको दिमाग में नहीं आया ना.
Is Pranav from Infosys? Someone is asking. Yes, he is from Infosys. In fact, Ankur. सब लोगों को पता है ऑन कैंपस नहीं मिलने वाला, लेकिन फिर इतने आते तो हैं ना भाई. इतने लोग आते भी तो हैं फिर इंडियन स्टूडेंट सबसे ज्यादा रहते हैं
क्वेश्चन था
क्वेश्चन था वहाँ पे.
सबको पता है ऑन कैंपस मिलने वाला ये क्वेश्चन था
Guys, don't come under this perception कि on
या
campus नहीं मिलेगा.
उस हिसाब से आओगे तो फिर तो
और
पक्का ही नहीं
actually
मिलेगा
नहीं मिलेगा. Because seriously बोल रही हूँ. If you try, you'll get definitely.
I'll post the last link of the Facebook group just a second. So these are all the links of Facebook page, group, and WhatsApp. So join these, whosoever is not into it, and we'll again share the buddy program, the pickup request, and all the forms in all these groups in some time. Nice talking to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will post the link for this webinar on YouTube soon, just like last time.
Yeah, so that if anybody has missed, they can have a look at it.
Okay, guys, goodbye. See you in the next webinar soon. Have a good night.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.